Hello everybody and welcome to My Hero Academia Season 4 Episode 5 Anime Review. This episode, Deku barely showed up. Was at the end, but for the most part we focused on Kirishima, and you know what? It was alright. I think I like him more after this episode. I think I'm more interested in him. So it did its job, if nothing else. But yeah, we also got introduced, I guess we did get introduced to Fat. He's a character who's... Can you guess what his defining characteristic is? I bet you'll never guess. But yeah, this episode we sort of sowed the seeds of what we're going to be doing, I guess. Like the drugs we found out about. We've got more pieces of the puzzle, but we still haven't put it all together yet. So that is good. We also pretty much learn, I guess, who are going to be doing this arc, which characters are going to be involved, because it's not going to be all of the 1A again. It's going to be a select few. Which, yeah, that's also good. If you can't tell, I've got a bit of a sore throat. It's not bad enough for me to not do the review, but it is there. So, you know, if my voice sounds more deeper and manly, then that's why. Or gravelly is probably a better word. But yeah, anyway, let's crack on with the episode, see what happened and everything. Let's do this. We open up with complete pandemonium. There are two villains, at least two, fighting each other. They're both very big, but yeah, cops don't know what to do. Absolute insane scenes. Nejire shows up to stop them, and everyone loves Nejire because that's not true. The internet hates her because she dares to have boobs. I'm not going to get into all that. I say it every week. I think it's dumb, but yeah, let's move on from there. Also, Uraraka and Asui are working with her, so that's good. I forget what their pro hero leader her name is, but she looked cool, so there's that. Yeah, we then find out Night Eye, their agency is one of the ones that Night Eye requested to team up with to deal with the overhaul, the Shie, I don't remember what they were called, Overhaul's group of misfits. Those guys, they were requested to team up with them. Then we go to Overhaul. Shigaraki's there, chilling. He puts his feet up on the desk like a complete butthead, you know. Pardon my French, but Jesus. Basically, what he agreed to, he's like, we'll work with you. We're not going to be under you, but it will be like an alliance, a joint partnership and all that. Also, I want to know your plan. And all the people around him are just like, how dare you? And they point guns at him. That's not cool. Why would you point guns at him? And Shigaraki's like, you killed one of our dudes, one of your worthless minions is nowhere near worth that. And I'm like, you know what? He's probably right, but at the same time, probably shouldn't say that when you've got two guns pointed to your head, Shigaraki. But I guess no, he knows what he's doing. He's a smart cat. I still think they're going to cost Overhaul everything somehow. Like, they're going to say, nah, we just did what we want, and it's going to end up negatively impacting Overhaul. Like, they'll sabotage them, but not because they want to help the heroes, more because they just don't like Overhaul. That's what I think. Then we go to your boy Kirishima. He's there. Tamaki's there. Tamaki is the third one of the big three that I couldn't remember his name. And then there's a big guy. He's called Fat, which I think it's called Fat Gum was his name, which is a hell of a name. Yeah, they're doing that. They catch some thugs. Tamaki's quirk is that he can turn his body into things he eats, which is cool. He gets octopus tentacles, he gets wings, he gets other things. It was a cool ability. There's something in my eye. It's really annoying. It's fine. And he's basically like nervous, socially awkward, whatever, anxious. He's like self-deprecating. That's basically his character trait, which fair enough. Someone shoots at them. Someone in the crowd just shoots them. Shigaraki, while that's going on, is explaining the little drug that stops quirks. Tamaki got shot, and we later find out he got shot with the quirk stopper drug, and he can't quirk anymore. Kirishima runs after the dude to catch him after bouncing the quirk stopper off his hardened body, which I feel like that's going to come into play at some point. They'll be like, all right, you're like the decoy because their quirk drug can't get you. Maybe that's just what I'm thinking. Hopefully, now we learned that could be a thing. Kirishima catches the dude. The dude starts crying because he's like, my quirk sucks, wah. And I'm just like, dude, you could be Deku. This is like one of them villain Deku fanfics. I know they're a thing. Uh, yeah. And then he injects himself with something, and he's got massive blade. He got a blade coming out of his eye. Like, oh, that's cool. I guess it's like the skin turns into blades, because if they were just piercing the skin coming out, that'd be a bit horrifying. Also, he had one in his eye, so he'd be blind. But yeah, so he's got longer blades now. Oh no, Kirishima, what are you going to do now? I mean, I don't know. Harden? Metapod. So that drug turns out to be a drug that boosts quirk. They've mentioned they've heard about it on the news or whatever. I don't remember seeing that on the news. Probably should have told us about it. Maybe they did, I don't remember. His new blades can cut through the hardening, which is not good for Kirishima. He has a little flashback where he remembers he was like talking to the guys about how he doesn't have mobility or long range attacks, and then of all people, Bakugo is the one. He's like being resilient and all that. That's a cool thing. That's really strong. So I guess he's focused on his instead of covering his weaknesses, he's focused on his strength. So he's going to be like ultra strong, and he gets a super hardened form called Unbreakable, and he snaps all the swords as they come at him, and it was blimmin' cool. And Kirishima's a cool dude. Manages to defeat him with a full frontal attack while also making sure he was getting all the blades to keep everyone safe, because that's what heroes do. They make sure everyone's safe. Good stuff. Yeah, but then he starts crying again, the evil villain blade guy, and then he escapes, uses like a blade, like a spring basically, which I'm not sure if that's how a blade would work, but fine. And then he springs out of there, runs into Fat, who catches him pretty easily, and tells Kirishima basically, hey, don't let down your guard ever. All the civilians start thanking Kirishima. They're like, yeah, you're a cool dude, yeah. Which, you know, good stuff. And then we have a brief flashback from Kirishima of what I thought it was, because bloody Ashido was there. That was definitely her, running away from him. I think there was a villain monster, a big villain, attacking some people in his class, and him and Ashido saw it. She ran to help, but he was too scared to, and he doesn't like that he was so weak to not go help. That's just what I think. I could be completely wrong on that. That's just what I'm piecing together from that flashback. But yeah, then after that we just had a brief, what's it called? They regroup, I guess. Fat and Tamaki and Kirishima. They get the pieces of the gun which got broken because of somebody's quirk. Oh, what could that be? The quirk stopper drug is an unknown. Fat had never heard of it, so it must be a new thing. A new thing that I presume is being made by Overhaul and his Shie Hakayas. I don't remember what they're called. I say it every time. That's not good. Anyway, then we do get a post-credit scene. Kirishima and Asui and Uraraka have been on the news. They're on the news sites. 4chan, not 4chan. Whatever chan. Deku wasn't though, so I guess poor Deku. I guess he hasn't really done anything yet. He hasn't had any fights. He almost got killed. Yeah, you know, that was going on. This was pretty funny because while they were on the news, Bakugo was just in the background being all jealous. That was pretty amusing. I assume we're not going to see too much of him, so at least he's doing his jealous thing in the background. Meanwhile, Deku, this is like all we saw of Deku. He's still thinking about Eri, basically. He's like, I let her down. I didn't save her. It's really weighing on my mind. So I guess that's what they're going to do. From the preview that was the end of the episode. From the preview of the next week's episode, it looks like there's going to be a big old meeting between all the agencies. Kirishima's there, Uraraka and Asui are there, as well as Deku. I think that's all there is from 1A. And then the three, the Elite Three, whatever they're called, the top three, the big three. I forget what they're called. There's too many terms. Yeah, they're all there. It's just their agencies. So I assume they're the ones that they're gonna figure out where his hideout is. Maybe they've already figured out where his hideout is, and it's like, here's our assault plan. Boom, let's go. And Deku's gonna be like, I can save Eri there. That's just what I think. But yeah, I enjoyed this episode. I'm curious about Kirishima's flashback because it didn't spell things out 100%, but it gave you like some inklings to where you can try and figure out what it is. Hopefully I'm right, because I like being right. That's a good thing. Yeah, the big three are cool. Like, they all seem... I mean, Tamaki's ability seems like it's really good, like his quirk. But, yeah, Nejire's cool too. Not quite sure what her ability, I keep saying ability, her quirk is, like, 100%. It's like waves. Her costume's cool though. She's like an alien, but not really. Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens next. I kind of forget how much I enjoy watching My Hero Academia because it is so popular. You kind of take a step back and you're like, oh yeah, it's just because it's popular, whatever. No, it's actually quite good as well. So you know, points and all that. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider subscribing and liking and commenting and all those other things that YouTube gives you plus points if you have, because you know that's good for me. Hey hey. I'll see you next week for another episode of this, and bye guys.